That.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
This is the review for the board game Vendetta Thunder Road, or the other way around, Thunder Road Vendetta.
By the end of this video, you will know if this is the road you want to take.
We have 5 explosive questions that we will answer in this video, but before we do that, Giannis, what is this Thunder all about?
It's a Sunday, we all have cars and a chopper, and there's this huge highway. Why not? Why not?
So you're just racing to the end to see who's better at not being shot at?
Saying that this is a racing game is not giving this game justice. In this game, there are 2 ways you can win. One of the ways is by being the last one alive.
You have 3 cars and a chopper, and each car is also a life point. If you're out of life points, you're out.
The other way you can win if the game keeps on going, the first one to get to the finish line wins.
The finish line opens up whenever one player is eliminated.
Uh-oh, this has player elimination?
Yes, but this game is so quick that it doesn't really matter. And if you're the first one crossing that finish line, congratulations, you're winning.
On your turn, you will have dice available that you can use to move one of your cars. You place it on your car, and you move it the same amount of spaces. And when you're done moving, a couple of things are gonna happen. You could ram into somebody else's car. Then you will roll dice that will tell you what happens to those cars, which car is thrown back, forward, to the side. And that's one of the ways you can eliminate cars, ramming them off the board or into a rock or into another car, which creates a chain reaction. It's just...
If you stop behind somebody, you can shoot at him. You can roll a die and see if you hit or not. And if you hit, then the opponent gets a wound. Bad things happen to him, not you. And the only extra that we haven't mentioned is that each round you can pick 1 die and place it on your special ability, which will move your chopper and let you shoot at other cars, which can help you repair your cars or just gives you nitro so you go faster. But we're gonna talk a lot more about this game in this video, so we should jump to the first question, which is...
Who would you buy this for?
3, 2, 1. Still feel like a kid?
I mean, if I had this when I was 10 years old, I would leave the house.
But with that said, it's for grown-ups as well, if you still feel sometimes like a kid, or most of the time. This is just super fun. It's super exciting to roll those dice. There's tons of interaction. It's just fun.
Somebody who loves Fast and Furious. Everyone has that one friend. The next Fast and Furious movie is coming out this summer. Are we going to the cinema? There are choppers shooting, you're jumping and shrapnel's exploding and you're ramming into cars. And if you have somebody who likes crazy action, this is in a board game form.
What are the 3 best things about this game?
No, let me tell you. Third best thing about this game is the looks. First of all, I do like the cover a lot. Yes, the board is kind of bleak, but all the cars on it, the dice are big and chunky. If you pass by, you're like, ooh, wow, look at all of those.
It looks like exactly how it plays, and that's
Exactly.
also really important.
Yeah.
The track, because I really love the design of the track. It always goes just straight, but there's a lot of twists and turns. You have these hazards on here. You can always take a shortcut to go through them, but you don't know what will happen there. If you drive into one of these, you flip them around and see, all right, there's mud, so I'm slower. And maybe there's oil, which throws you in a random direction. But you will have to take some risks to go ahead.
Yeah. Ram it. I really like the ram mechanism in this game. When you move into a space with another car, your movement ends and then you roll 2 of these dice. One of those dice tells you which car, is it the top card or the bottom card? And the other one shows you into which space that car moves. It's harder to ram the big card, because if I ram with the small car into the big car can tell you re-roll those dice, but only once. And then hopefully it's a better result for the big car. And it's always fun to do that. There's always excitement in that.
Second thing for me are the powers. You have this screen with different powers, and it's always a great choice which one to pick. Nitro is super cool, you'll be faster, but airstrike feels like the best thing ever, especially if somebody is running ahead of the race.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go after him and shoot him. Even in the simple game, there are beautiful choices.
Yeah. On top of what you said, best thing about this game for me are the dice. You roll dice to move your cards, you roll dice to shoot, you roll dice to ram into other things. Yet, you have control. Okay, I roll 4 dice, but which card do I use them for? I can use those dice for the powers. I love dice rolling, and especially if you have some choices about which dice and where to risk how you roll them.
The mayhem! Yeah, it feels like an absolute mayhem for me, going into each other. It feels so fun, even for us grown-ups. Even when I explained the rules, people went like giggling. What is this nonsense? But it's super fun. The controlled mayhem, amazing, great. Love that part.
Why would people not like this game, guys?
Number one is random. Duh.
What, really?
Duh.
Is it?
It's dice rolling, controlled dice rolling. I think the biggest thing is you roll these dice, and if you get low numbers, your cars move really slowly. While others could roll just sixes and just shoot. Never had I a moment where I felt like that's a big deal. You always can shoot at them, it evens out. It is random, but it's supposed to be random.
I mean, if you're like, oh man, I want to calculate all my turns. No. But I think you should have gotten it by the cover.
Put up here max interaction.
Wait, I need to add to yours. So mean player elimination around. It's all connected.
This game is a big interaction. There's nothing else really. Yeah. I'm gonna try to push you out of the map. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on top of that car, try to eliminate. I'm gonna specifically target you and shoot at you, and somebody might feel like, leave me alone, I wanna race.
Yeah. It can happen that like two players in a row specifically target you. Just don't be in the lead. It's all your fault. And that can lead to you being out of the game real quick sometimes. Usually that means the game will be over in like 10 minutes either way. And if you're super like no player elimination and no, I don't like mean games, then...
So it's basically Thunder Road, the mean interaction.
Yeah. What is the best alternative?
3, 2, 1. Long shot the dice game. A betting game and racing game. You buy horses, you place bets on them, roll random dice, and see how they go. But it also is a roll and write where based on your actions you can move different horses more, invest some more money, do calculative risks like in here. And also some meanness because you can take specifically other players' horses and move them back. And I would play it in very similar situations.
Well, mine's Survive. I actually got into this game because a channel called Actual compared this to Survive, which is one of my favorite family games, which is super mean. You have an island, the island is slowly sinking, and you have your little guys trying to escape it. But each turn you have to remove a tile, and then somebody falls into the water. Well, somebody else's guy. And then you roll dice to move sharks and different things that can eat people, usually somebody else's. And then you can try to escape without somebody else's people. And it's also super mean family game, which I really, really like and we like in our family. So I thought this might go well over with them. I guess we need to find out what's the final rating.
What's the final rating? 3, 2, 1. Fantastic.
Well, it's a must-have for me. I think it's gonna be, in the coming years, one of my most played games. Because it's easy to set up, it's easy to get to the table, it's quick to play, it's super fun with random dice rolling, and this is a very good non-gamers gateway game. Minus the meanness. Not everyone really likes that. I mean, I love the meanness. I like destroying cars. It's just great. And dice rolls. You get to roll so many dice all the time.
There's not tons of bad things. It's only if this game is for you or not. I think it's a really great filler game, even though it feels epic and action-packed. Altogether, fantastic game.
It's easy to get to the table, I already said that. I don't know what else to add, I'm just talking for the sake of talking.
So let's keep talking about Patreons. Please support us.
And YouTube members, don't consider, just do it.